Evening wet shavers, how are we all doing? Mike Chandler here with another video. Tonight's theme, if you can call it that, I always say I've got a theme, but it only ends up just being rambling musings, the musings and ramblings of me anyway, is trade stuff. As we all know, it's all gone trade crazy recently on the Big Shave, which is fantastic. Lots of parcels going to and fro, and I was definitely no exception to that. So I'm going to do a review of some of the stuff, well, try out and review some of the stuff that people have sent me. First thing, the thing that, if I'm honest, is the most excited I am about products I've been sent is Anthony Bennett has sent me some Treat carbon steel blades, which are black, and I've already opened this pack because I had to have a look as soon as I got them. They look badass. So I'm going to be using them for the first time tonight. You're going to find out how they're going. Apologies, by the way. Bit of a cold at the minute, so if I sound a bit snotty, I do apologise. So that's going to be reviewed. I'm going to be using my Gillette Slim. That's the only thing I think in the video that I haven't been traded. This is a Royal Shaving Silver Tip Badger brush that I actually bought off Martin, which again we'll go through later on. Jens, the Danish bloke, he has sent me a sample of. My mind's gone blank. I can't remember what it is. A shaving cream. Hopefully, he'll watch the video and let me know what it's called again, because it did say it in the letter, which was a very nice note that was accompanying it, and I read it twice and then, oh, that's a nice name for a cream. And then the missus asked if she could throw the package and the envelope away, and I said yes, like an idiot, and had subsequently forgotten what he'd sent me. He also sent me some Isana blades as well, which Bartek sent me, so I have used them before, but they are very good, so thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. Anyway, on with the shave. Right, going to load the blade up, so let's have a look at it. You're going to be very careful with these, obviously, because they're razor blades. Now, that is it. It's a sort of matte black with silver bits on. Other than the colour, it's fairly unremarkable, really. The actual edge itself is silver, so we'll see just how sharp that is. I'm going to put it in there. I thought I'd put it in me Gillette Slim because it's a twist to open, so you can have a look at it as well. There you go. For those of you who are interested, it's set at a 5 just because, just a nice middle of the road shave. I find it gives you a 9. Silver Tip Badger, I've shaken all the water out of that. One of the errors I make, because I normally use ball brushes, is not to shake my Badger brush enough, and then you end up with water everywhere. I'm going to use a pretty decent amount of this cream. Smells of nothing because I can't smell a bloody thing. We won't muck about. I'll get a bit of water on my face and we'll do some face lathering. So, I hope you're all alright. Noticed there wasn't any other videos posted today, which is unusual, but I must admit, I think Tuesday is probably the biggest lull of the week for everybody. It's not Monday, it's not the start of the week. But you've still got most of the hill to climb. Weekend's still a long way off. To be honest with you, I think Tuesday's one of them days where you just sort of like, can't be bothered. You just sort of shave, and if you're lucky, you might get a shave of the day post or something like that up there. And a bit of banter. So that was the first one I've done. This is the first shave video I've done since Mikey Boy, Mikey Smith, put that excellent parody video up. So I am going to be very self-conscious that I don't pause halfway through a sentence, and because that was one of the things he took the mickey out of before. The missus seems to think that he got me pretty spot on as well, so he must have been good. I mean, obviously you're always going to think, oh, it's nothing like me, but I did actually see a few bits and did chuckle, I think, and he did a good send-up of the rest of them, so nice one, Mike. Right, so anyway, on with the shave. Let's give this treat a go. And I've also not used the Slim for a while, so hopefully that won't affect it too much. Let's have a go. Very nice. I have noticed though, I don't think I've used a bad blade since I've started using Perazzo Pre-Shave because it just makes everything so much smoother. So it is actually difficult to make a basis of comparison since I've started using that stuff, because even the blades I wasn't a massive fan of before seem a damn sight smoother in a lot of other razors since I've started using the Pre-Shave. Which is interesting because it's definitely one I noticed an improvement straight away. But a lot of people say, you can't tell the difference when you're using Perazzo. It seems pretty well respected on the Big Shave, so more power to us. You are men of refined tastes. But yeah, sounds are pretty good. Some of you might have noticed as well that I've also lost all my hair. That was due to boredom on Sunday night. Well, I say boredom. It just my hair doesn't grow down. It grows out, and it looks a bit daft, especially when you're thinning as much as I am on top. So we decided to get the clippers on it. Got the clippers on it. Decided it wasn't short enough, so I took the guard off. Did it then, and I thought, whilst I've got the guard off and I've done it that low, I might as well pick it. Which is shave all my hair off if you might as well shave it all off with a straight. So I got my Bakelite slant out and shaved my head with it. Did actually record it, I thought about putting it up, but to be honest with you, it's actually pretty boring watching a man shave his head, so I deleted it. Sorry guys. The silver tip, the jury is still out on this one. I've used it out 3 or 4 times. I do like it, but as I've said on previous videos, obviously I knew when buying it I wasn't going to get that. I do quite like I like a lot of backbone and I like quite a bit of scratchiness. And this has obviously got neither. Not to say that it's a bad brush by any stretch of imagination. Simpson put that thing up on the website saying that you should be using it as brush strokes. Now if you're using this with brush strokes, that's when it really comes onto its own. And it's fantastic for doing that, so I like it for that. And I do find myself reaching for it, weirdly, when I've got the Omega right there, but I think that still might largely be down to the newness and novelty value of it. Plus it's the most I've ever spent on a brush, so that might be a factor in it, but apart from that, whilst I'm not saying it's not a bad brush by any stretch of the imagination, I don't think the sort of top end silver tip Badger brushes are really for me. Much more of a bore man, I think. I think that's coming out that I like my Omega ball brush out over everything, and the 60p Wilkinson brush I am a huge fan of. To be fair, if I'd have paid, not to tell Wilkinson, but if I'd have paid 10 times the price for that Wilkinson sword brush, I don't think I would have felt like I'd had a particularly bad deal. Not used the Gillette Slimming absolutely ages, and I'm wondering why, because it's an absolutely fantastic bit of kit, this. Another reason I don't like the silver tips particularly is the lather hogs. I'll show you what I mean. I did not scrimp at all when I was putting that, when I put the cream in, and I've just about got 2 passes worth out of that, because it's still all in the brush, but it won't come out. So I'm going to actually have to use a little bit more to complete my last pass with, which is a little bit annoying. So I'll just dab it straight on. I'll wet my face and just dab it straight on. So there's a lot of brush re-knotting going on. People buying Everready and old handles and re-knotting them. That is something that I would like to have a go at, time permitting. Although I do have straights, I want to have a go at holding some straights. I do, you know what I mean? I want to improve my straight technique. There's a million and one things I want to do, really. That's the thing with this hobby. You think, oh, it's just shaving. You know, it's what you spend 5 minutes a day on, and it can take up so much of your time. I mean, it takes up too much time with mine already. So I would like to have a go at re-knotting, but I think that's something that'll be in the bit of it in the horizon. One of the reasons I'm saying it is because I saw a brush the other day that had a coin embedded into the bottom that had been done with a bit of epoxy resin. It looked quite good, but it wasn't really my thing. I think it was like a Queen Jubilee coin or something like that. I thought that, the blade that we use in the tree blade there, that embedded in the bottom of a sort of bore brush handle would look pretty pimp. I'd buy that. That's why I bring it up. Alright, now, I've just said it before, going down the face like that is most people's with the grain, but for me it's the against the grain pass. Oh, there we go. And I was just going to say, that's when the Parezzo really comes into its own. And I applied it 2.5 passes ago, 3 passes ago. And it's still helping me out. Now, I won't go against the grain on the Adam's apple because I know that's asking for trouble, but everywhere else, I can do an against the grain pass with, which is very nice. So, if you're wondering, it's not slow motion, it's the fact that you've just finished watching Brian's video with the Edwin Jagger and the sharp blade. That was obscene, Brian. That was unbelievable. And I saw a comment as well, he's been shaving about the same amount of time I have. If I ever attempted that, I would be absolutely cut up to pieces. I'm just going to do touch-ups again, just to see if I can get a full another pass out of this brush. Now, just applying it okay. I'm not going to shave another entirely pass, but it's not going on particularly thickly there. But if I squeeze the brush now, you'll just see how much, you know what I mean? There's enough lather there for another pass easily. You know, but you have to start doing all this stuff to get it out. Whereas with a bore, once you finish lathering with a bore, you squeeze the bristles on that. There's not a lot to be coming out with it, so it's good. You know, if you want to be economical, right on our bore brush is the way to go. You end up using a hell of a lot less cream. I think you'd use probably half the amount of cream you'd use with a bore brush than you would with a silver tip, just because it's such a lather hog. I know, I'm just doing a few touch-ups really. The blade is very nice, very smooth. Again, it's actually, since I've started using that Witch Hazel homemade aftershave balm, it really starts out every irritation I do get very, very well. But because it's so mild on the skin as well, it's very hard to tell just how much irritation I had to begin with. You know, if you start slapping on a bit of Old Spice or something like that, or even the in college tubs, that gave you a bit of a sting, and let you know if you'd messed up anywhere. But the Witch Hazel doesn't give you any such feedback because it's actually really quite mild. So, right, that's the shave done. Another splash the aftershave and I'll be done. But the thoughts on the blade are, yeah, they're pretty good. I think the Vox shots are a tiny bit smoother than that. They were probably one of my best blades, but they're up there. The treats, they're very, very nice. And if nothing else, because of the colour, they're certainly worth a bit of a novelty value. Plus, they come in packs of 10s as well, and the 10 packs are no thicker than the regular 5 pack, so I think they are pretty economical. So if you fancy giving them a go, I definitely recommend having a hunt around somewhere and trying to pick up a 10 pack, because they're not bad blades at all. I just put a bit of me Splash Me Homemade aftershave on, we'll call it a day, lads. Alright guys, so this is it. As I said, this is just glycerin rich hazel rum. Glycerin rich hazel rum, water and a few drops of lavender essential oil, that, and it just works an absolute treat. Alright, but right guys, I don't know if you can see that there, but that's more or less BBS. Alright, no irritation at all. Skin feels good, and the blade was excellent. So yeah, that was me guys. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye now.